Damn, I didn't want to stop the music.
Hey, I don't know what's going on. It keeps telling me I keep losing connection to my mic. So if I go off, I don't know.
Oh, that's okay. YouTube says I can't comment.
Well, that's interesting.
Very interesting. I put one comment and I put Youngblood and I put remake of Kiss song and it keeps telling me YouTube rejected your comment. This usually means they think it's spam.
That's weird.
Yay. Spamming my
Holy,
own thing.
and then we got B-dubs that just got delivered. Babe, they actually put your blue cheese and celery in there for once. You better buy a damn lottery ticket. You hear him? What the actual?
That's awesome.
Literally, what we ordered from B-dubs probably once a month. Never once have they put the blue cheese and celery in there.
That's not surprising.
Yeah. It's either he gets one or the other, or neither.
That always happens. Hello,
Save me some French fries,
everybody.
please.
No.
Okay, dick face. I'll throw all your shit in the trash.
Take his blue cheese.
I'm telling you, I'll take his fucking wings, his blue cheese, his street tacos. I'll put it all in the trash.
Okay, whose audio is going in and out? Faith and Humanity. There's two of us on here.
I'm unplugging my headset because there's something up. Yeah, save me one.
Because if it's me, I need to check my thing. Hey, Reaper, your audio
It's
is going in
probably
and out.
me.
She said it was me.
I took.
Let me check something.
Oh. You sounded fine on my end, but.
Do I?
You sounded fine here, but.
Does that work? Does that help anything?
Yeah, I mean, I can hear you fine. It was weird because when your song was playing earlier, it kept stopping, and I thought it was my headset.
All right, let me go out and come back in.
Okay. I'm louder. Okay, Irish. I hate to be loud. Y'all, I'm shocked that they put his blue cheese and celery in there. I should ask for a foot rub now because he's probably in a damn good mood finally. I can't hear Reaper at all now. My voice, Irish? What's up, mask guy?
Okay, let's see if that works. How's this?
No, Janelle has taken the channel. You're fine. You sound good on my side. But I can hear myself on your side for some reason.
Okay, let me turn off the... let me check the cancel.
Now I can't hear you at all.
Okay, what?
Okay, there you go.
I was going to say, all I did was turn off the echo cancellation. Or turn on the echo cancellation.
Okay. Good evening. Good evening.
Okay, so now there's an echo, or is the echo gone? I have not had audio issues in a year. So I'm due for an audio issue.
It seems to be when I talk, I was hearing the echo from your side, but I don't think I hear it now.
Okay, so people are saying there we go. So clearly it's fixed. Hopefully it's fixed. Okay, Squishy. Squishy, you're gonna have to message me your number because I don't have it.
Michael, what is this $5,000 check? What is this? I did not hear about this.
Wait, who got a $5,000 check?
Michael said, I have to say that Lisa Richards thinks she's going to get that Trump $5,000 check, but
there's no $5,000 check.
It says it's only going to go to the people who paid taxes in 2024. I didn't hear a damn thing about that.
Didn't hear about that either.
I'd love a $5,000 check. It could pay all the
Heck
damn
yeah.
tax that I owe now.
Right? Lori Jones news. No, I'm a little rusty on the Lori Jones crap because I've been focusing on the Victoria and the Lisa and Trashy Panda stuff. So
did you hear I told Villain I came up with a new show idea the other day when my edible kicked in. It's called The Houseless Wives of Crack County.
Sounds
We know
good
who
to
the
me.
cast. Yeah, we know who the cast is going to be. I think you and Villain need to get on the production of that.
I will get with her as soon as this thing is over with that she's going through, and we'll try and get that set up.
Yep, I'm saying you heard it right here, right now. The only thing I want credit for is the name, The Houseless Wives of Crack County.
Faith in humanity. As far as I know, her parents are refusing to leave, so they're still there. That the last I heard, which was like a day and a half ago.
She
However,
was not
I wouldn't be
live today.
surprised. She will literally squat in that place until the police come and drag her out, though. I'm sure her parents will too.
Jessica, the edibles. So the only reason I take them, like most of my family, my sister, my aunts, my mom's whole side, like they smoked from the minute their feet hit the floor. I actually had to tell my aunt, Donna, you're wasting it. Like after the fourth bowl right in a row, I'm like, you've been doing this too long. But edibles are not my friend. I only use them to sleep. I cannot function. I cannot speak. I say stupid shit. So they don't like me either. I talked shit about them in Vegas once. So we were staying at Flamingo and I ate an edible. So I'm playing cards about an hour later and I'm like, these damn things don't work. They never talk shit about the edible. They can hear you. It hit me so hard. I had to cash in all my chips and I was winning like a mofo. I literally walked back to the hotel telling my legs left, right, and I held my head because I was convinced my head was going to roll off my neck into the street. I barely made it back to that damn hotel. I said, do not talk shit about the edibles. They hear you.
Oh my God.
Oh, it was terrible. It was terrible.
So Michael Mayer, was it Mayer or Moyer? Mayer says squatters' rights. Okay, so I just looked up the Pennsylvania squatters' rights. They have to have lived at the property for 21 years without interruption. They have to have exclusive possession of the property. The squatter must occupy the property openly and notoriously. They must use the property as an owner would, and the squatter must pay any taxes due on the property. So yeah, they're not covered.
They're not covered
under that.
Nope.
So they'll get arrested.
Yep. Like you can, so at least in Ohio, say I mow the neighbor's yard and I care for the neighbor's yard for X amount of time, that then can become my property.
Absolutely. In Florida, it's 10, I think it's 10 years in Florida. Like if you move into an abandoned property and literally nobody says anything about it, nobody objects to it, and you stay there for 10 years, take care of the property, pay the property taxes and everything, then after that 10-year mark, that property is yours.
Yep.
Thank you, Squishy, for the $1.99 super chat. So, but yeah, it's 21 years in Pittsburgh. They don't qualify for that, so they can't stay. And as far as I know, the parents have a place with a 55 plus community. But so I don't understand what the issue is. I know someone said the 17th and then another thing said the 27th. So I think I don't know.
So from what I was hearing, the 27th was what was put on all the doors for all the buildings.
But
the
for
landlord,
them, it was the 7th.
Correct. They got pissed off about something, I guess probably being bothered because of Lisa or whatever, and they told them they only had 10 days till the 17th. My guess is they probably signed a lease starting the 1st of the month based on that 27th date, and that's why they're not going until the end of the month. That is my guess. Yeah,
and you're more than likely right on that because that's what I was thinking. So on the 27th is when we should see them gone. If not, I don't know.
Yeah. Yep. She was not on today at all.
Really? I could have swore she was.
Nope. Not on any of the replays, at least.
Well, let me see. I wasn't really on YouTube today very much. So she might not have been on. But as far as I know, yes, she wasn't approved to go with her parents. You're right. Yeah, she wasn't on today. Oh, well, somebody gave her money.
Yeah.
Because she has a phone. So if she doesn't get money, she will be online, guaranteed. Yesterday's or her last night's live stream, I actually paused the current video I'm working on to make a video just of yesterday's, because the lies that came out of her mouth were
unbelievable, weren't they?
She was using Cole's death anniversary to gain money. I'm gonna she's not gonna tell the truth. No, they were not only broken up 6 months. They were broken up 2 or 3 years, 3 years, close to 3 years. He was already engaged to somebody else named Stephanie before he passed away. He was not with her.
Thank you, Eldon. What got me was, I don't remember which live it was yesterday. She was bragging about I pay to IP search people.
She doesn't even know what fucking IP is.
No, but then in the next breath, she was like, well, I don't pay for it. I don't have the money. It's like, girl, you just said you paid for it.
Well, it's just like in my short that I posted, because as soon as I saw it, I was like, nope, I got to put this out. Where she sits there and she's like, well, I just need 20. She goes, but I'm not going to get it. So I guess I won't be going to the clinic today. Half a minute later, she says, oh, I need it for food. And it's like, bitch, you just said one thing 30 seconds ago. And now it's like, she forgets her lies so easily.
Yep. It's within 5 minutes now, 5 to 10 minutes. Absolutely. It used to be she could make it to, the next live before she told on herself. She ain't even doing that now.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Yeah, she doesn't IP ban anybody. She doesn't even know what IP stands for. And there's no way in hell she knows how to find the IP address from an email or the chat or TikTok itself.
Couple people keep saying we're cutting out. That's the second one I've seen.
Again?
Yeah, but I don't know. Are we cutting out for anybody else, or was it?
Okay, someone said they think it's their tablet because people are still hearing us.
Okay.
Lisa's IP and Lori's IEP. Absolutely.
Oh,
not cutting out for others. Okay. It's clear. So it might be your tablet. You might want to just scroll, close out and then come back in.
Gloria, I'm with you. 4 adults in that house and not one of them has a job.
Well, the brother does. That I know
Says
of.
Who?
I don't know, but I've heard it from several people that the brother has a job. So I don't know. He may not.
Well, he's gaming and blowing that air horn. Oh my God, that made me laugh so hard when he was doing that the other day.
That was pissing her off so bad.
Oh, and then when she said at the end, people will send him money for an air horn, but not me. I don't understand. Girl, what don't you understand? You have killed off your dad twice. You've given your son brain cancer.
Not gonna get him high.
No. She'd find a way, though.
She would. She'd find a way to suck the air out of the air horn just to get high.
And the black shit all over her face the other day, and she tried to say, I was sleeping. It's ashes. Girl, what are you doing? Sleeping with a cigarette in your face?
Even cigarettes aren't going to leave black soot on your mouth. Sorry, I'm a smoker. I know this. I've never fallen asleep with a cigarette in my mouth, but I'm pretty sure it won't leave black soot all over my teeth and all over that. Oh, Spotter, thank you so much for the $5 super sticker.
That air horn, though, was cracking me up. But here's what I want to know. Her dad's clearly taking her to the clinic, and legally, I think it is legal. Once you have seizures, you cannot drive for 6 months. Has anybody turned his ass in for driving?
We don't want to, because we need him to keep taking her to the clinic.
No, KB called the traveler's aid the other day and said, what does she need to get a free bus pass? And she said, all she has to do is call us.
Oh, yeah, we know that. She could also pay $7 for a monthly pass because she's on Medicaid and all that.
No, it's free for her because she's on Medicaid. KB called and literally posted it. If you have free medical and you are at the methadone clinic and live in Allegheny County, all she has to do is literally make a phone call.
Yeah, but she won't do it. She's not going to do it.
Right.
That's
exactly.
too much common sense and it's too easy.
Yep.
Because then somebody will find out she did, and then she's going to have to work a lie out of that.
Yep.
She's supposedly, as of yesterday, she hasn't eaten in 5 days, but yet she looked fine. She had the energy of somebody who's been eating every day. She's still alive. So we know she's not starving. We know she hasn't been going weeks and weeks without food.
If she's that good at not eating, going naked and afraid.
Exactly. She can make money that way too, you know?
Yep.
I mean, they're not going to let her bring crack on the show, but I mean, you give one for another, I guess.
I mean, she might try smoking some elephant dookie or something to see if it works. I don't know.
Are they going to bring a mobile meth van out there, or methadone van for her?
Maybe.
So she can dose every day?
Maybe. I mean, you never know. You can always ask, right? Never hurts to ask.
Oh my God.
I just can't with any of them. And then Lori today eating a Butterfinger. Y'all, can we please with the mush mouths? Yes. Can we please stop chewing like cows in a pasture on TikTok? Please.
She'd eat random mushrooms. Where the hell
she
is
sure
it there?
would. She'd be picking up mushrooms out there like, wonder if this is going to work.
They get to bring random items. Sometimes hers would be
her God. They do, Irish. I forgot. They each get to bring a personal item, and they give you the fire flint starter now.
She's gonna bring her pipe and a buttload of bottles of liquid methadone.
Yep. And a bunch of short cigarettes. Okay, so Alicia, here's the thing that cracks me up. She's always talking about shorts. All I have is a short, but she will light a full-ass cigarette. Now, here's my other question. She goes out there bitching that all her shorts are wet from the snow. Here's a thought. If you're really out of cigarettes and you're trying to conserve, quit being lazy and putting them out in the grass. Put them out somewhere where they won't get snow on them, you dingleberry.
Exactly. She has, like I said, when God was giving out common sense and brains, she was in a corner yelling at a phone. So
yeah, well, I got in
on that line.
I missed out on the tits line and apparently got pits twice because I didn't get the boobs. If they pick up the shorts, that's fine, Gloria, but quit putting it in the snow and then you wouldn't have to bitch that it was wet and you can't smoke it. If you know you're low on cigarettes.
Exactly. Collect the shorts and then put them somewhere they'll stay dry so that they don't get snowed on.
Right.
Who was Lori babysitting?
Oh, dear God.
Oh, God, no.
I didn't see that. Somebody should let her babysit some teeth.
Lori makes Lisa look like Elon Musk. Lori and Victoria both make Lisa look like Elon Musk. And that's combined.
Oh, my God. Yeah, roll your own.
Her dead grandma from 1930. My grandma, who was born in 1930, she died today. We need money to cremate her.
Oh my God. She's been in the freezer with fucking Icky's cat. Or lizard or whatever the fuck is in Icky's freezer.
The lizard.
Yep. Granny's been in the freezer.
Her dogs were watching Paw Patrol. Thank you, Tintin TV, and thank you for becoming a new member. Welcome. Oh my God.
Well,
wait,
the
dog sitting?
No, she put it on for the puppy apparently, but at least maybe the puppy will learn something if she puts on something like that, because it sure as shit ain't learning living there.
Nicole Miller, are you my cousin? Because I have a Nicole Miller as my cousin. If she refuses to roll her own smokes, she shouldn't be smoking. You know what I was gonna say? Lisa could actually get cigarettes so much cheaper if she just got a cigarette, like one of those rollers, bought the tobacco. You can get a carton of tubes for like $5. And you can get them as cheap as $1.99 for a carton of the tubes, which is 200 cigarettes right there.
I rolled my own for a while, but I got lazy. Kratom Girl Chat was doing very good.
Yeah, I got lazy too.
Shadow's in a new home and doing great.
No, sorry, Nicole. Yeah. My cousin Nicole Miller is from the Northwest. Yeah, I'm sure there are tobacco outlets all over there.
100%.
That's where you live. So yeah, you know the area. I just saw Lady Red posted. It's going so fast. Where'd it go? Oh, posted a video of Shadow playing with. I know Shadow is doing amazing.
I don't even mind like if people get dentures or don't, but like, can we not gum our stuff on TikTok? Like,
you can eat if you want to. Just put a picture of yourself. Don't, and then eat away from the microphone.
Right, and if you are missing the teeth, like your bottom lip looks like it's going to swallow the whole front of your face when you're trying to throw it around your mouth and see which tooth can nail it. It's got to be like playing whack-a-mole in there, right? So like you've got the one tooth that you're trying desperately to get the food over to.
I agree. Let's just not eat online, people. It's so much better that way. The sounds, the having to watch people eat, like, no, it's the sound for me. The sound.
Stephanie, if your husband chews soup, I would not make it a second. Mine sounds like he's at fucking hibachi. Like, I want to take every piece of silverware out of this house and give him plastic because he will scrape the. Don't give that man rice because he will make sure every bite he takes, he scrapes it back into one pile like he has OCD. Let's not even go there about sounds.
My ex-husband, he chewed liquids as well, and I just look at him every time like, why? He's like, oh, you can taste it better. The flavor comes in better. I'm like, no, it doesn't. You're just trying to annoy me. He smacked his food when he'd eat too, and I hate it. I hated it. I'm like, are you kidding me? But he only did it around me because he knew it drove me nuts. Because when we ate with his mom and his stepdad, like he didn't do that. Or if we went out to public to eat, no, he didn't do it. But when we were at home, it was like a smackathon when it was dinner time, and I'm like, oh hell no.
The rage I feel, there are two sounds that I cannot handle. It's people smacking their lips or sucking boogers down their throat because they refuse to fucking blow their nose like they're 2 years old.
God. I've heard Victoria do that shit.
Oh my God.
No lie. And yes, I did see Mel's live. I saw where poor Victoria got kicked out of Mel's live. I'm sure it'll be my fault and Villain's fault here soon.
It is.
She'll go on a rampage and it'll be me and Villain's fault.
I'm sure it will be.
We had nothing to do with it. I wasn't even online when it happened, but yeah, it was amazing to see. Especially when she was in mid yelling and Mel just booted her and it was like, thank you.
When was this? Is it on
do you want me to play it?
Yeah, because I didn't see it.
All right, hold on. I gotta pull it. Oh, I have it pulled. Let me upload it.
Oh yeah, if we go on a date and you chew with your mouth open, it's done.
Yep. No open mouth eating.
Like, I'm so hungry right now and I'm avoiding eating my food, but I'm going to because y'all can't see me.
Oopsies.
What is that?
That was me. Okay, not anymore. because I'm in here. I'm gonna upload that clip. Here it is. That should be the clip. If not, I'm gonna have to go and re-download it. All right, it's gonna take a second to upload.
Okay. Do you have to go potty?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. Okay.
That's so effed up. And I'd like everybody to know.
Okay, here it is. I'm gonna mute.
That's so effed up. And
I'd like everybody to know.
Completely messy. That was messy. That was messy.
Very messy. Very messy. Not judge nobody. I will still be there at their darkest and need help when they need help, if it's appropriate. Okay.
And then you say you're going to alive yourself,
okay.
And then you guilt Mel about your
calling
children.
people to say that she was going to unalive herself and all
Right.
this. There's one thing I agree. I don't agree too much with what Villain is doing.
No, I don't know Villain, but I agree. I agree.
Right.
I don't have no hate. I have no hate at all for
know,
if you're not gonna put in the work with this psychiatrist or something online, you're not gonna put in the work. You ain't gonna get better.
Yep.
And she's not putting in the work because she went from one thing to another. So you proved that. You proved that to us, Victoria. I'm not stupid. I had your back to an extent, but before I can really fight that battle, I had to fucking play reverse psychology. And you went for it. And when you went for it, it told me a whole fucking different story on you. I need to look at...
Okay, yeah, that was after she was booted. Hold on just a minute. Wait, why is my other one up here? Off of there. Okay, here we go.
Texas in there because we know it was going to get back to that person.
Then go look for somebody else because it was not Victoria.
Okay.
The only people that I even remotely text on this app is 3 of my mods, Mel, MJ, and Sapphire.
Oh my God.
I did not know who Lily was because I don't talk to her like that. I just assumed because people were joking about it.
What?
But I don't talk to her like that. So therefore I did not know who she was That's why I said what I said in the comments. But I myself did not send fucking text messages to anyone.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna drop. I can't do this no more. I can't. You know what?
This is so fucking stupid.
No, it's not.
Mel, you can believe whatever you want to if that's what you want to do instead of actually believing me.
Victoria.
But you told all these people to spoke to my children. And then all of a sudden
don't bring them up.
Said hi.
That's not fair to Mel. Quit bringing your children up to Victoria. Oh my God. What is wrong with you?
You're
Stop
wrong
it.
with me.
And get help.
I have a right to defend myself against all the lies. 100% have a right to defend myself against all the lies. Every time I say something, just like I...
You know what? This is so wrong. This was supposed to be Mel's night, not anybody else's.
Absolutely.
Nobody's. And this is so wrong.
And when we told
I'm tired of making it all about thee because this is so wrong. And it keeps going on and on and on. And it's not right because we are getting annihilated, every one of us on the side messages. We are, all of us. I know it's not just me because I'm a nobody. And people are messaging me. Why? Quit going on live.
Can anybody
and
hear me?
get
Because I can't hear anything.
better,
I can't watch any of it. Like,
You couldn't hear the video?
no, now I can hear you.
Did anybody else hear it? Okay, I'll send it to you. Basically, Victoria has to make every fucking thing about her. That was Mel's night. It had to do with Mel, but of course Victoria goes in there and it has to be about Victoria. If it's not about Victoria, she will not like it and she'll make it about her somehow. Everything has to be about her nasty ass. and people are sick of it. I don't know who is side messaging these people and going at them. I have no clue who's doing it. But I mean, they wanted you guys to know. Number one, these people were sticking up for her. They were platforming Victoria's lies and bullshit, and people were tired of hearing it. So yes, they were messaging these people and letting them know. I don't know who it was, but somehow Victoria, what she does, she was thinking, which is just as bad as her talking, and thought that this Tracy Lily was the same Lily that was helping Lisa with a Cash App. So told people that Tracy Lily was the Lily helping Lisa, and it got back to them. Now, Victoria is going to, of course, lie and say she never did that, but we all know she's a fucking liar and that she more than likely did. I mean, how else would anybody have gotten information from Victoria that was going on? And, Tracy Lily was pissed off about it. Well, Victoria, sorry, but you are a class A piece of shit, and more people are finding out about it. The only person you have to blame for getting kicked out of other people's pages and lives is yourself.
They won't blame themselves.
Of course, she doesn't take accountability for a damn thing. She doesn't take accountability for what she did, the child abuse she did on her children. She doesn't take responsibility for anything, literally anything. And when she does pretend, you can tell it's fake as shit. So is the mouthy bitch still with Icky? I don't know. What was her name? Nancy?
See, I don't know. I don't watch any of that.
I seen like 2 lives where she was sticking up for Victoria, and I was like, that's okay. She'll learn soon enough who Victoria really is, and she'll drop her too. I don't get it. All of the fucking proof is being put out about Victoria, and Victoria, instead of just coming out and saying, you know what, villain, yes, I lied. I'm sorry I called you a liar. Instead of just saying that, she would rather continue to lie and deflect and lie and deflect and talk about everybody else's children, talk about everybody else's spouses, talk about everybody's deceased mothers. I mean, she will go to the lowest of the lowest just to try and deflect the truth about her. Unfortunately, yes, Texas country lady. The thing is, there's something we're thinking is actually going on. I'm not going to say it out loud right now because we don't have, 100% proof on it yet. But we're pretty sure that it's something else. And once we get verification on this, we will let you guys know. But oh my God. And if the state of Kentucky did fully give her back those kids to her, then the state of Kentucky has let those children down. But they've rescued those kids once. CPS can rescue those kids again. You are not untouchable, Victoria. No, she's never changed. She's just as nasty and shitty of a person as she was 4 or 5 years ago when she first started TikTok. She has not changed at all. I didn't even know her back then, but I've watched her shit. I've listened to people who did know her back then, and I've seen it with my own eyes. And yes, she has not changed.
I'm hoping the only reason she got him back is so that they gave her enough rope to hang herself.
That's what I'm hoping. It was like, okay, let her have him back. They'll end up back in CPS anyways. 100% they will. And you know what, Victoria? Stop getting online and using your fucking children as shields too. Also, stop getting online and trying to manipulate and convince people that you're going to unalive yourself. More manipulation. Stop. Just get the fuck off TikTok, take care of your fucking children, and get the help that you actually need. Didn't you go in to this what was it? She went into somebody's live the other night who is like 100% on recovery and all this other stuff. And when she said, well, isn't it true that I don't have to go to like NA, or I don't have to have a sponsor or go to meetings or anything like that? And he's like, no, you're not, like, that's not right. You need to be doing this and that. Everything that Villain has been telling Victoria that she needs to be doing for recovery, this guy told her, and told her she was wrong in what she was saying. But it went right in one ear, through the emptiness in that skull of hers, and out the other ear. The only fucking victims in Victoria's life are those children, but Victoria plays the victim at every turn. Yeah, she ran. I saw it. She dropped out of there so fast because she wasn't hearing what she wanted to hear. She thought that he was going to tell her what she wanted him to say, and he didn't. He told her what everybody else has been trying to tell her. She didn't like it, so she ran, as usual. No, she'll never get off the app. She'll never do better by her kids. Absolutely. She will never do that. Because TikTok and manipulating people into giving her money and paying her bills is way more important than her children to her. She's proving that. Since having them back, she is proving that her children are not important to her. And that's fine, because every time she comes on TikTok, every time she throws a fit, every time she should be playing or hanging out with her kids or doing something with them, it's recorded. And she seems to forget that she has become her own worst enemy. And she is going to be the reason those kids are saved yet again from her care. Well, her uncare, because she doesn't even care for them. No, she hasn't attempted the first step. Absolutely not. And now she's using this knee thing as a reason to be back on pain pills. We all know she's a pillhead. Like, come on. Did she fuck up her knee on purpose so that she could get back on pain pills, so that she can have surgery and get back on pain pills? It's Victoria, so probably. The youngest is 4. Llama Mama, CPS is watching everything. Yes. They're watching it. They get it. They know. Yeah, she's back on pain pills because of her knee. You know, there are people who were addicts and they're no longer addicts. They're in recovery. They've been in recovery for years. They've had major surgery and still denied or declined pain medicine because they know what door that's going to open for them. But Victoria just runs to it. Absolutely. 100%, Tina.
All right, I'm done with my food.
I have knee and back problems, and I won't take any narcotics for it. I just take ibuprofen. It doesn't help much, but it takes the edge off.
Me and Advil are friends.
Do what?
Me and Advil are very good friends.
Oh, yeah. There was one. Okay, so really quick, I want to discuss this dog thing with Tammy. First of all, none of us on panel ever said what Trashy Panda's saying. None of us on panel ever said that Tammy put the dog in the freezer to later eat the dog. Nobody in panel said that. One person in the chat said it. I did not see it when they put it there. But again, I'm not going to be blamed for everything. So according to Trash Panda, who now goes by Supernaturally Panda, is now stating that myself, Jessica, the Trash Panda awareness and I believe maybe one other person, that by talking about it, we have now caused Tammy to try and unalive herself. She's been in a coma for like 2 weeks, and now that the police are investigating us for attempted murder.
That's interesting.
Very interesting. What's also interesting is when I called all the hospitals in her area, there's nobody by her name or age admitted to any of the hospitals. I also FOIA'd, said investigation, and no investigation has been started. How about that? Tammy's that girl that hangs out over on Trash Panda's page. Okay. Is this what TP is claiming? Yes, it is. She absolutely is. Do what? Lying because she sent an email on Saturday night to who sent an email? Hell to the no. Do you need to come up? Okay, so Janelle.
Yeah.
If a dog has an infected tooth and you take it to the vet, is the vet just going to sit there and say, it's going to go septic, there's nothing we can do? Take it home.
Not one that wants to keep their license generally.
Didn't think so.
I mean, of course you get shit people in every business, but
absolutely.
I mean, I have a dog who has bad teeth. He can't be put under, and we know this. And he's like 18 years old, so when he gets an infected tooth, which happens quite often, they put him on antibiotics and it clears up and it's in his file. And I can't think of the term that they used, but there's a word for it that's basically like a maintenance dose, right? So I can call the vet at any point and say, hey, his whole face is swollen again. They say, okay, we do antibiotics, and he could stay on them, for the rest of his life if he had to, but they're going to tell you two things: antibiotics and a dental. If you refuse both of them, sure. I mean, anything can go septic that's an infection, but I find it odd that a vet wouldn't say, hey, let's just do some antibiotics and a dental, and if they can't be put under, then you just do antibiotics. I don't know any vet that's going to say, oh, sorry, tough shit, they're going to go septic, and that's it. I mean, unless there's a whole lot more to the story that somebody's not saying and the dog can't take antibiotics or something, but it doesn't make any sense.
Let me see. Because that's what, not what Tammy's claiming. This is what Trash Panda is claiming. That was said by the vet. Hold on, because I have screenshots. I have like 1,000 screenshots here. It's ridiculous. So since she has claimed that Tammy is in the hospital in a coma and that it's mainly my fault, she's been like pointing the finger at me this whole time, which really don't give a shit. She's been saying stuff like she's coming around, she's still not okay, she's still in the hospital and just needs support. I have it where she isn't receiving any more screenshots of anyone saying nasty things. And oh hell, no need to stop with the freezer comments. A woman attempting to take her own life. There is nothing amusing about that whatsoever.
Can we quit putting animals in the freezer?
Well, I guess because the ground is too hard, they can't bury them, so that's where they put them. I don't know. She says there's now an open investigation and the authorities are involved, and at this point, no, they're not. I did a FOIA. That is all I'm going to say about it. But then she goes on. I must leave it at that, and that at this point, the authorities are heavily involved. But no, these aren't adults. They are deplorable, disgusting creatures that I don't even recognize as human beings. Not only did they bully her over the edge, but even make jokes after the fact. There's nothing funny about this. And the fact that these people think they can set in set in judgment of anyone is just mind-boggling because regardless of the accusations, I haven't done anything to anyone on this platform except be better than them in every way. They sat there. Hey, by the way, Panda, it's called sit. Sit, not set. S-I-T, not S-E-T. Or sat. S-A-T, not set. They sat there and throw stones at me while acting. Where to go?
Marcy, using a freezer at a shelter or vet's office is different than just random people sticking their pets in their freezers.
Right. They sat there and throw stones at me while acting worse than anyone they cover. They make comments about the one singular GoFundMe me and my friend made, while they have countless ones for their incarcerated boyfriend's books. All right, so Panda, can you pull up and show me where I have a GoFundMe for my husband? Because you can't. There isn't one. And if there is, you made it or somebody else made it. Because I have 2 GoFundMes that were made 2 years ago. Oh, a little over 2 years ago. That one of them, I collected $10 and stopped because my insurance kicked in. The other one, I don't even remember how much I got, but it wasn't that much. So you saying I have hundreds of GoFundMes and that they're all for my husband's commissary book? Prove it. Thank you. Until you can prove it, stop slandering me. They go real life on people, calling their dying fathers, asking them if he knows what a piece of shit his daughter is. Prove anybody called your father. He's dying of cancer. Leave him alone. Not my father, but a subscriber's. Oh, so now all of a sudden we automatically know all the phone numbers of your subscribers? Don't think so. Prove it or shut the fuck up. They call and email and harass the father of my kids to the extreme. Prove it or shut the fuck up. They contact members of family to harass them and drag kids into it. Prove it or shut the fuck up, because that hasn't happened either. Oh, she's like Victoria. Let me just bring that up. She's exactly like Victoria. She hides behind her kids. When she gets called out, the first thing out of her mouth is, they're harassing my children. And the very second thing she does is she labels anybody a pedophile.
Well, to the nose said she's in backstage. Okay.
While she platforms, supports, and sticks up for a registered sex offender of children.
Well.
Hey, you.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Hey, girls.
So who emailed somebody on Saturday?
How are y'all? I'm good. I mean, it's kind of a long story, but you know, Tammy McD comes from a community I am involved in, and we had a friend of mine had a live on YouTube, I believe Saturday night. So I wanted to double check in between when you mentioned it, and I said that I wanted to make sure that the Saturday night was correct. And I did confirm with the person, and they're going to send me the email just, for proof. But she sent a personal email about me to this person that night.
So Tammy is not in a coma in the hospital, like I said.
No, 100%.
She's actively emailing people.
We've done this gig before. In fact, that night, yes. Okay, so during this whole live, there were some other issues going on. So I spoke to this friend of mine that got the email. So I'm not in the live currently at the time. We have this conversation. When I come back to the live, I'm told about Panda coming into the chat. She's never been there before. All of a sudden, she knows about this channel, which is kind of strange to me. But anyway, and she leaves a comment about all the situation with Tammy, that she's in the hospital, but coherent, I think, was the message. I'll have to go back and get it. I assumed it came off a community post, but I'm not sure. But I have the screenshot of that too.
Okay.
So then I'm sitting there like, okay. And so, of course, my community has given her a lot of chances. And so they were sending prayers. And I said, wait a minute. I got to just be honest. I've tried to protect things. And I've also tried to encourage Tammy when she was doing well. And at this point, I've had enough. I had already had heard about what she'd done to you. She tried to drag me a little bit about it. And then she came back a few weeks later and said it was a complete farce, that her phone had been hacked, her or stolen, her emails had been hacked, and that she wasn't ever talking about me. Well, we know she was, because I
Mm-hmm.
had told you, whatever. But anyway,
Right.
point is, I just let it all go. I never brought it up again to the community. Some things you just decide to keep quiet on.
Absolutely.
And so again, I just thought, okay, I'll wait. Well, by the time I come back in the chat and this comment's made by Panda, I just kind of was really frustrated, to be honest with you. I said,
Mm-hmm.
that's it. So I let the community know what had been going on with you, that she had been accusing you
Mm-hmm.
of stealing a credit card at one point, and how innocent it was. You came under a video of mine and said something about Tammy, and I said, I had no idea what you and Villain were talking about this whole time was this Tammy McD.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's how it organically grew into what I know now. And I said, but I've never exposed some of the things that have been going on in the past with her to my community. So I let them know. She had been telling me all these things that this other lady had been doing to her. And they were quite shocked, that the police were being called, food was being delivered that wasn't paid for,
Mm-hmm.
numerous police calls. She was also being served papers about a lawsuit that wasn't true, blah, blah,
Mm-hmm.
blah, blah, blah. And I said, I've been waiting
Right.
all this time for Tammy to bring me proof, and Tammy wouldn't. I said, I've sat on it, sat on it. But I've watched her go around here and kind of do all this weird stuff. And I said, I've had enough. And I want people to understand where I come from when I say, I'm just trying to keep the peace, or wait until things are enough to bring it out, because I know there is a little bit of mental illness or whatever the hell is the problem. But
Mm-hmm.
she's in another community I had nothing about. I've never even seen Panda's channel. To this day, I have no idea what. But a friend of mine had, and I said, well, I've listened to Reaper talk about it recently, and that's just a mess. And I found out about this dog and this GoFundMe. I double checked a few sources behind the scenes of some auction community members that we have. She buys
Mm-hmm.
things in the auction. She's been buying quite a bit recently. So I asked, was there
Mm-hmm.
anything mentioned about the dog? Anybody dying? Any kind of any kind of anything? They said no. Now, she's not the greatest about paying her bill, but she has been paying it. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
it might take a minute. There may be some issues, but she has been blocked in the past a few times. But for this little span, things have been going well as far as they were
Mm-hmm.
concerned. That's all I needed to know. So I don't have
Right.
anything on that end. But the email coming in on Saturday night,
Mm-hmm.
it was. I just said, oh, wait a minute, we're not going to play this card. Nothing makes me madder than to come in and pretend like, you've been in a wreck, or you're in a coma, or you got cancer, or somebody died,
Mm-hmm.
or this fuck shit, as I call it. Enough is enough. I'm
Correct.
Heather. I'm Heather Moon. That's really my name is Heather. I'm really not held to the know that. I mean, that is my channel, but you know what I mean. I don't actively put out videos anymore.
Right.
But I'm also mainly friends with Reaper and Villain. So how I got in the middle of this is because Reaper one morning real early, I was
Mm-hmm.
laying in the bed and couldn't sleep, and I looked at my phone and I see these messages going by where you had commented under my video. And I thought, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed because I'm terrible at making videos. And I literally was like, oh my God, I feel humiliated. And I see something about Tammy, so I click on one of them, and I'm like, what the hell? And you said something about Panda, and this is that Tammy, I'm like, what? Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Tammy McD. So I literally like put my phone number in there, and you didn't ever come back and check it. So then I'm trying to get in contact with you because I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah, I'm bad at
I've
that.
heard y'all talk about Tammy 100 times, but I didn't know it was the same one. Had no idea.
Yeah.
But she accused me of following her over to TikTok and trying to ruin her wherever she is now, her new community or whatever. I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Again, for the record, have never. I came on your panel that night about
Right.
supposedly, I mean, not supposedly, that she had accused you of the credit card debacle, and
Oh,
I
there was
spoke out
three
about it.
different stories around that.
Yeah, and I spoke out and I said to her, stop doing this. Do not come
Right.
after Reaper. Right the wrongs, apologize. And I had said out loud that I had a lot of videos I have put back and privated because she was doing better, and I told her I would, and I would honor my word. But
Mm-hmm.
I will put them back up again if you keep this fuckery going. Because in those videos, there's one in particular, and I don't know if it's number 20 things that she's come up with, but here's for example. One time she came into a chat, and she likes to cause a scene and get all things going.
Mm-hmm.
And so she comes in that a hawk had swooped down and got her dog. One time she had a flying monkey. I'm sorry, not a flying monkey, a flying squirrel.
Uh-huh.
And she had it on the table. Well, the squirrel was actually dead, but she was pretending. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the list goes on and on. She got her eye poked out one time because she leaned into a nail in a storage room that her mom had, but yet days later hadn't gone to the hospital yet. And I know enough from optics that that would not happen. The pain alone. So when she comes on camera weeks later, she literally had a maxi pad taped to her face.
Oh dear God.
Okay, so these are just
Oh,
one of
God.
what is that 3 out of
Why?
20, and I can't remember some
Why?
more of them.
I
But
was waiting for Janelle to tell me.
so
Like
I'm just
literally, I'm listening to you guys, and I'm like, this can't be real fucking life. I'm telling you,
listen.
one of
It's
these
embarrassing.
days,
It is
the
embarrassing.
the alien spaceship is gonna come out and get
I know.
me, and I'm gonna go back to where I belong because this is
Um,
some fuck
listen,
shit.
if
Like
it
I don't
even
even
helps,
know.
if it even helps more, the live that she was on with the maxi pad taped to her face was her talking about her history and her family. And she has these photocopies of these people and their story that she has. Whether it's true or not, it's unbelievable because everybody either killed somebody or did something horrible, like parent, like grandparents, you know what I mean? Like this whole, and I'm sitting there like, girl, I don't even know the genetics there. I don't even know that ever repeat the story. It was so bizarre.
Oh my God.
So again, it's just, I always have the
Look,
policy. Some are sicker than others. And again, when she came out and kind of was doing better, I'm all for it. I can be her number one
Right.
fan. I think she has good
Absolutely.
in her, and when
She
she's
does.
right, she's good. But
Well,
the
she's even
drinking,
admitted that on paper she's certifiably crazy.
we'll all be new dinosaurs around there. I know, right?
She has
It's just
admitted that. So for Panda to sit there and constantly call her, what was it, mentally unstable,
yes.
is actually way meaner than me saying, please stop putting your dead animals in the freezer.
Right.
All I did, I gave her
I,
resources to deal with that, and
yeah.
I guess that was bullying her to the edge.
I mean, last year she had a boyfriend that died that they've been together 4 years. Well, she was in our community or in my ex community that I was exposing for, I don't know, several years, and nothing was ever mentioned. And again, I don't care about the facts or whether or not, but it just becomes one thing after another, and you start to question things. I finally had a
Right.
call with her one time over some of the things that she thought Mommy Ramblings had done to her or was telling me. One of the things, maybe it was the police call, I don't even know. And so I'm talking to her. She's supposed to be in a rehab about her knee. You can hear cabinet slamming and a cat meowing. But again, I didn't come out and say anything. I let it go. She left our community and went over to, I don't know if y'all know or used to know, I hate to say that cuss word, but Natasha Cooper. She went into Natasha Cooper's community for a little while.
Uh,
And I think Natasha was smart enough to kind of get it. But at one point she said she's homeless. So Natasha sent her money. And when Tammy said, I want to pay you back, she said, no, just pay it forward. You know,
whoa, sounds familiar.
yeah.
hold on, I have a question. When people
Yeah,
take maxi pads to their face, how do you not clue in?
you are breaking up really bad, Janelle.
Okay, good. I thought it was me.
Can you hear me now? Is that better?
No,
No
no,
better.
you're real crackerly. Crackerly?
What the
Sorry.
hell?
Okay, now see if
No,
you
you're
cuss,
better. You're
it'll work.
better.
Yeah, if you cuss, it
Okay.
works.
Well, I went like 2 feet away from my phone with my earbuds in, and apparently that's a fucking problem, as if I went to Timbuktu.
You're fine now.
But my question is, like she just said, people start to clue in. At what point, when somebody's doing shit like taping maxi pads to their face, how long does it take you to clue in?
I don't
That's,
know.
like, again, my community has well been aware of the fuckery, as I call it, with Tammy. Tammy would come in
Oh,
auctions and
God,
throw a
no.
fit, do something, and troll back in, and then say somebody hacked her phone. We've seen it for so long that it becomes funny in a sense. But then when it becomes too much with all the other, it just attention seeking, and I don't even care if it's mental. I mean, okay, so they say she's got. I say obviously we have some mental illness here, but you can't use that as a crutch to go after the Reaper and
No.
accuse her of stealing her credit card. That's unacceptable to me.
Or
Look,
I
taking
don't
I
want to
money
can't.
get involved.
from
I'm
her
not.
credit card or trying to start a credit card in her name. Like these were three different stories. And all it was because, yes, when my son and I guess I have to specify my son was 19. He does have autism, so he was, he's not working. But she helped us out with one night at the hotel and 2 medium pizzas. I spoke to her for a
Right.
month and a half afterwards. We were totally fine. And then all of a sudden I'm summoned to YouTube, and there's Tammy screaming and hollering at the top of her lungs that I scammed her because either, still not sure which one, either I tried to open a credit card in her name, or I hacked her credit card, or I stole 300 and something dollars from her credit card. Like, I'm still
Okay.
not sure which.
You need
None
to
of it
see Love and
happened,
Light.
but
Love and Light's comment. Sorry, you have to stop for a minute. She said, does she also wear tampons for earrings? Sorry, I just had to add that in
I
there, and it was
okay,
know.
yeah,
really
that
I
was
good.
a
mean,
good one. That was a good one, Love and Life. Thank
I
you.
mean, it's hilarious. She's kind of in this
It was
weird lighting,
ridiculous.
and it's so she's got the camera to the side of her, and I'm sitting there thinking,
Right.
okay, this thing is pulling away. It's pulling away. It's going to show your
That there's
eyeball in a
nothing
minute,
there.
and I don't want to see it, even if it whatever. But more than that, in optics, if one eye is severely damaged, and first of all, you hadn't even been to the ER or had surgery yet, which is unfathomable. But
Right.
light sensitivity, even through a maxi pad or even their bandages, is going to make the other eye water. It's just going to be uncomfortable. You know what I mean? And
Right.
it just you cannot fall into a rusty nail that was sticking out of a. I guess it's like a garden shed, whatever I vision, whatever this thing, she leans over and bam, what? Oh, but I couldn't go to the doctor because I had my nephew. Well, that's a whole nother story about her
Right.
brother. It doesn't even matter. There was a whole wreck, and she was supposed to take care of her nephew, and it just everybody
It's
would have
always
liked
something.
her or likes her without all this. And I say this, Tammy, if
Oh,
you hear this,
absolutely.
people still cared about you, and they did kind of forgive a lot of things or look over because they care enough. You know what I mean? We all,
Right.
when you keep again, when you get into legal things, was a real no-no with me. You can't tell me you're being
Right.
sued, and that this lady that I'm going after is literally handwritten a letter and signed her attorney's name to it, which would be highly illegal. And I knew it wasn't true, but I waited on the evidence and waited and waited. But you drug me in it. Then there's the Reaper thing where I find out innocently that I'm like, wait, wait, wait. You've accused somebody of all kinds of horrible, defaming things, including theft. And
Right.
I don't think that's so. I have to draw a line somewhere. So I start to speak out. Then I'm trying to describe it in the best way I can. It's the truth. It's the truth. Here's all the
Right.
fuckery and the things she has said. But I'm done. I said the other night when I told my community, I said, I have tiptoed around this. And, of course, they were all supportive, but, they love her to death. And then all of a sudden they're all turning on her. And I felt bad. I thought, I'm not trying to
I
make
know.
everybody not like her, but
And we're not
if
trying to
it
do
would
that. We're
stop,
not trying to turn people on Tammy,
I,
really.
again, that Saturday night, a email is sent to my friend defaming me. And I
Right.
let it go. When she started reading, I said, I don't even want to hear it. Who's it from? Tammy, I don't even want to hear anymore. That I left it alone. I meant to tell you, but I thought, I'm just gonna leave it alone again. But then
Right.
when I heard that, about that being in the hospital, I called it out. I said, I don't believe it. But when I hear you tell a minute ago, I just turned you on and you're saying she's in the hospital, she's trying to kill herself, but in there 2 weeks, I'm like, no, 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 no.
Mm-mm.
The
Nope.
message that was put in chat from Panda said, I'm not looking at it because I can't move. I can get it on my other device,
I
but
just
so I'm not
I
telling you
have
word
it
for
right
word.
here.
But it was something about, but she was coherent. So I mean, I don't know. So
She's been saying, yeah, she says, but she's been saying all this time that she's not been coherent.
okay, let me find that again.
She's
What
stable, but
exactly?
still not quite. Here's the thing: 6 days ago, Panda said, "Everyone, please send Tammy all the love and prayers, hands to show her support." She was rushed to the hospital last night, which was now 7 days ago. Okay, and now, so it was 7 days, not 2 weeks. And now stable, but not coherent. I am worried and angry, mostly worried. We love you, Tammy. We are here for you. I'm just gonna say it as I see it, and I'm pretty sure most people see it the same way. Panda is using Tammy, knowingly that Tammy does have some sort of mental illness. And that's just wrong, but I fully 100% believe that that's what she's doing. Tammy has openly admitted on Panda's panel that she is certifiably mentally ill on paper. I fully believe Panda is taking advantage of her. She is her human
Well, I didn't
ATM
get it. Yeah,
machine.
I mean, just out of her, what I've seen behavior, you obviously know there's a little ticky, and then and again, if you add a little alcohol maybe into it, from one of her best friends told me, I don't know,
Definitely, there's
but
alcohol involved, and
but yeah,
I
but I
wish
will
for
back
her.
up. Then, if it hadn't been 2 weeks, then they're going to probably turn around and say that, oh, after the email was sent, she had a wreck or went into a coma or tried to kill herself. I don't even know. But
Yeah, no. I've
that's a
called the
short
hospital.
window.
She's not admitted into
That's
any
a
of the
short
local
window from the
hospitals.
time I get the email or the time my friend gets the email till I went back on that panel and Panda had made that comment. I'm gonna say it couldn't have been, and even if I stretched it and said 2 hours, I really would say maybe
Right.
an hour. But I'll say, I'll give a 2 hour window. So she's been rushed to the hospital, and Panda's already announcing it. Like, I don't even
But
know. It doesn't make sense.
here's the thing, Heather. Panda is saying that a family member is who reached out to Panda about Tammy,
Well,
not
there's not.
Tammy.
It's not a whole lot of. Uh,
She doesn't really
I
have
mean, I'm
family
trying
that
to
she
really be
talks
careful.
to.
A lot of the things that.
She's
Uh,
told me this. She has
I think
outright told me that
that what.
Tammy has that she doesn't have family that she really talks to.
Right. Okay. Because I was going to. The part of real life I know about her is in a
Mhm.
protection mode because there was a
Right.
point that she adored the community lady I came from that I'm exposing.
Mhm.
And to the point, like, we really said she wanted to wear her skin. I mean, she worshipped
Oh
her,
god.
gave her whatever money she had, gave her a lot of money in her eyes, and really was her bulldog and was taken
Mhm.
advantage of 100%. And so there was times as I am the quote villain going after her that I was concerned that how much money could she put together real quick and get on a plane and come to my front door with a basket of muffins and a knife. And I've told her
Right.
that story. I didn't mean it personally, now that, but yes, because of the things that this other lady was saying and your actions, it made some people cautious, and kind of concerned. That's the reason that I have some of the information. But yeah, I couldn't really prove a lot of family members. There's a whole plethora of mess. The whole I can't remember if it was her
Right.
brother. Yeah, it was her brother. Was in a car wreck out of state when she was still in our
I
community, but she was going to take care of her nephew. So then I kept
Mhm.
getting all these things about CPS being called about nephew because she's donating money. No, the nephew on the Facebook, no, he's still with his daddy. Now, I think her brother may have had a wreck, but it must not have been like in a coma, like she said, and that he was
Mhm.
incapable of taking care of him. But they shipped him from like South Carolina to where she lives, way, 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 way far. I don't even know.
Yeah,
Then
I know where she lives.
she
I
said,
don't
I'm
see that
getting
happening.
CPS letters because I'm donating money and people are turning me in. Well, CPS doesn't send you a letter before they come to your house. I'm just saying.
No.
I never heard it that
They
way.
just come.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But see, she wanted the heat to come to us. She wanted that lady to get mad at us in
Mhm.
our old community. So see, my haters are calling CPS. No, no, no. That's not true.
No, nobody is.
We don't.
And I'm just gonna point this out with Panda. No, absolutely 100%. Her children are in CPS custody.
Okay, Panda
Sorry.
said she had no
I've
one in her life
seen
either. Yeah.
the paperwork. Yeah, Panda actually said it. I thank you for reminding me of that, Moon. She did say the night that she announced Tammy was in the hospital and not coherent that Tammy has no family, but then came back 2 days later saying she only found out about it because a family member found her unconscious in her apartment.
I mean,
And then
again, if
her
God
first thought was
forbid,
to call Panda.
God forbid I'm wrong, and I've been praying since then, and I hope to gosh I am. But the only way I'm going to be is I got to have some kind of receipt, and I don't mean some kind of bull crap. I need the armband on your arm. I need some kind of documentation from the hospital. I mean some tangible. I'm also still
Right.
waiting on my souvenir T-shirt that she said last
Oh
summer she
my
was going to get
god.
me when she went out of town. But I'm just kidding. It's really a joke. But she
I
really said,
know.
"I
I
got you."
know.
And I'm like, "I'm still waiting on my T-shirt." God love her. I mean, like I said, there are those that are sick and some that are sicker, and this is kind of one of those. But I just
Yeah.
ask, again, if Tammy, if you hear me or Panda, just stop the fuckery because it
Just
doesn't have
stop.
to
And I
be. These
agree
people
with
come on these
Moon.
apps and they just want to enjoy themselves and not be caught up in some kind of
Mhm.
mess. And when you start pointing fingers and calling people, they've done some kind of crime as far as a credit card and stuff, that's just not cool. I
Right.
wasn't trying to expose her or make everybody hate all the things she tried to accuse me. That's fine. If that's the case, I could have done this a whole lot sooner and a whole lot worse. But I've tiptoed
Right.
around and kind of held things. Even my community that I'm in didn't even know about all the police calls and this fake lawsuit thing she's accusing this lady of. And I knew it
Mhm.
didn't make sense. And I kept saying, y'all, there's no way. I mean, I don't know much about shit, but there's no way you're going to
Oh,
sue
I know.
somebody over some merchandise
Well,
3 years
according to
ago. And
Panda according to Panda, there's an investigation on me and Jessica and a couple other people in my chat for attempted murder on Tammy.
Okay, well, you can add my name to the list because I got
Like,
a hell of
what the
attorney.
fuck?
Yeah, let me just say we're fine because I got a hell of attorney because I'm already in a mess.
Oh, I know
I'm
I'm
not
fine.
I am pursuing someone in federal court. So I'll be
Nice.
glad to add the next docket, whatever we need to do. So tell her to bring it on.
Yep.
Let her let me know, and
It,
I'll be glad to send her my information and his, and he can represent,
none of this is
each one
true.
of y'all.
None
You
of this
just
is
go
true.
through.
She's using this. This all happened after I called her out. Now, let me make something clear here. Panda keeps saying that I just sporadically started talking about her again out of nowhere. This is not true. She is very forgettable, and I forgot about her since October of last year until I called Jesse LaRusso out for his vile bullshit that he said. When I did that, all of a sudden, guess who's in Jesse's comment section? Panda. And I have the screenshots of every fucking comment you put in there, Panda, slandering the shit out of me. That's when I decided to finish exposing that bitch. So do not sit there and lie to your 8 listeners and tell them that I just came out of nowhere and decided to talk about you because I forgot about you until you decided to put yourself back in, well, my site of target. So if you're going to slander me, I need you to start putting out some proof. So can you please put out proof that I was arrested in 2019? That would be awesome because even I don't even know about that one.
I don't know
I don't
much
know about
about
that. I was only arrested in 2022. So
again.
I
I
have
don't
no
know.
clue.
Oh, sorry. So sorry. I get excited.
I'm
and
waiting
interrupt.
for that proof. I'm waiting for that proof. I also would like for you to show me proof that my husband has no clue that we're even in a relationship, because I think I have way more proof to prove you wrong than you could ever make up to say I'm wrong. Prove that every cent that I make with my full-time job and my YouTube channel goes to him. Can you prove that my son doesn't need me when he's unwell? Also, I have one son and one daughter, not 2 sons and a daughter. That just proves you know jack shit about my life or anybody in it. I would also love for you to prove anything you have said about me, because it's all fucking slander. Anything I've said about you, I've backed it up with evidence. I have not made any false claims about you, but that is all you have done on me and my family, because just the other night, the night before last night, you were talking shit about my children, something I've never done to your children. I've talked about you not having custody of your children because you have convinced your 8 listeners that you have custody of your kids so that you can get money from them. And no, you do not have custody of your kids. You are a pathological habitual liar. You are sick. You are a sociopathic fuckwit, and you need to seek serious help. Nobody caused that 9-hour standoff with your husband and the police. Nobody off the internet. We don't know who it was. Don't know. And let me get this straight with you. Your husband was never pardoned for the murder he committed. Your husband was paroled twice. The first time he was paroled because the governor of Alabama said that there was an overcrowding of the Alabama prison system, and they let him out 9 years early. He violated his parole and ended up doing the remaining 9 years and was paroled out. He was never pardoned. Let me also give you a little education, Panda. Being pardoned does not mean that you never committed that crime. Okay? Being paroled doesn't mean you never committed that crime. Your husband is a murderer. My husband is a murderer. Stop talking shit about mine and trying to lie about yours. He was never fucking pardoned. Okay? And we're not calling your husband and getting any information. He loves to put everything on his Facebook page for everybody to see. Everybody. Nobody has to contact him. He puts it out there, including the fact that CPS has custody of your children. comes directly from him. I did a little bit of FOIA work myself, but most of it came from him. So before you start talking shit about other people and their family members, you might want to look in the fucking mirror and look at your own mess. Because I can promise you, everything you've said about me, my spouse, and my children are fucking lies. Everything I've said about you and your spouse, not. Also, you want to sit there and make fun that I've been married twice? You've been married twice, not including your pagan wedding to Tommy. So, you know, these things can be looked up online, right? It's public record. I have your first 2 marriage certificates, okay? Because you filed publicly. My husband and I filed confidentially because dumbasses online are just so adamant on getting their hands on something that personal. And we are not going to let that happen because we're allowed to have something for ourselves. And that's how we've done it. I don't care who thinks I'm not married to him. I don't give a shit because we know the truth. I talk to him 15 fucking times a day. Also, the little dating sites that my husband is on, yeah, he's not on those. I know who created those dating website profiles is the same person that created the TikTok profile who uses it as my husband. He has zero access to TikTok or any dating site websites. He has a tablet. They all have tablets in Texas, TDCJ, but they can't access the internet. Simple. They can't. Stop slandering me. You crossed the line when you started slandering my children. That's when you crossed the line. I don't care what you say about me because people know that you're a liar and that it's not true. But then you went and slandered my children. My daughter knows who her father is. And my husband knows that he is her father. There's a thing called DNA, dumbass. I'm only using your name that you keep calling everybody else. It's called DNA. And no, I do not have to show my daughter's DNA to prove shit to anybody. I'm not going to remark on anything else she has said because it's just vile and disgusting. She makes everything sexual and creepy, just like she makes everything with villains sexual and creepy. She's now doing it with me, and it's disgusting. You platform a registered sex offender who is a moderator on your channel, goes on your panel, and you literally ride or die for her. But you want to talk shit about other people? Stop your lying. Nobody fucking put Tammy in the hospital, but Tammy, if she is there. I've already called. There is nobody by her name admitted to any of the fucking local hospitals in her area. Stop your fucking lying. And oh yeah, to end this on her, explain to me how I owe you $280+ because you deleted or privated your live streams. Explain that to me because you were not struck. You deleted them or you privated them. And I put the proof already. It's on my community post. And even if they were struck, not by me, but were struck, you're not a monetized channel, Panda. You can't make money on something you don't make money on. I cannot cause you to lose money on a channel you make $0 on. So thank you for showing your scamming little skeezy self. Now trying to scam over $280 out of me by demanding I give you money. Bitch, I wouldn't give you water if you were on fire. So stop going around demanding money that you didn't earn and isn't yours. But if you want to get technical, you can look this up as well. You using my entire content in your live streams cost me money. So if you want to get technical, I can strike every single live stream you have on your channel where you used all of my content in a whole. You have a lot to learn. You're like complete idiot.
Well, that kind of circles back around to me. Let me put my two
She doesn't
cents in
know the
that.
law. She doesn't know
First of
anything
all,
about YouTube. She knows jack shit. She just runs her mouth and acts like she does.
did you say that she accused you of some crime?
Yeah, she claims I was arrested in 2019 for theft. I wasn't. I was arrested in 2022 for stealing food, but I was never
Okay.
arrested in 2019. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, that wouldn't be very good. And the only
Mm-mm.
reason I know a little bit about the part of the law is because my attorney is an attorney for someone else on YouTube that was accused of. They put out a false criminal report, and that's a huge no-no in the state of Illinois, which he is from. But I am in Tennessee. I am going in federal court in New
That's for
York.
squishy.
He can register or fill out the paperwork to be an attorney in any state if he needs to. In some states, I guess he
Yeah.
had to get approved, but point is she needs to be real careful because again, be glad to hook you up with him. And then the other thing you
Oh
mentioned,
yeah, I'm ready to press slander charges on her ass.
yes, the copyright thing is what I'm in federal court going after a creator that falsely struck me twice to take my
Mm-hmm.
channel down. But the intent was to find out who I was because behind YouTube you have the
Right.
right to your identity. And I had hired two different attorneys both times on my strikes to represent me, so I didn't have to put my real name. And so anyway, that's how come we're in the middle of this fuckery. But
Right.
yeah, she needs to be real careful because again, I'd be glad to pass a note. There's many attorneys in the
Absolutely.
world, but I do recommend him. He knows
Yeah,
I
once
say
she
it.
slandered my children, that was enough.
Yeah,
That was literally enough.
but she could get in real lot of trouble about the criminal part. The other
Oh
part,
yeah.
it ends up being a shitstorm of money, and that's why the lady I went after, there was a whole lot of that slander. She tried to go after my son, his racing career, to notify the NASCAR. She tried to get people to come to my Facebook in the area I live in. Again with
Mm-hmm.
at the time Tammy wasn't in there, but this is the person that Tammy had backed for so long. But anyway, it
Right.
just the slanderous things, and she tried to incite this flying monkey mess of people to really try and destroy, my family, and I didn't play. So that's why we
You
are
can't.
going where we are. But it just
Right.
I don't know. Thank you, Tara. We're gonna try to win 100%. We're going to trial over it. Like
Absolutely.
I'm not playing. I am this
And you've
mess
got
that
this.
goes
You know
on
you've
these
got it.
YouTubes. Everybody has the right to say what they want. We all can have an opinion. It's freedom of speech. But there is a
Absolutely. An opinion.
line.
Yes.
Again, when you are inciting people to do things, or you're really stepping across the line and encouraging or really slandering someone, and especially their
Mm-hmm.
children, and making no, 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 no. I've
Yeah.
had enough. And
Hey,
it's
Squishy.
somewhere, one by
Hi,
one, if nothing
honey.
else, we got to stop it. And the same thing
Yeah.
with your
It's got to
content,
stop.
You
Hey,
It's
strike
got to
me.
stop.
Teresa, can I say something?
Uh,
Yes.
The truth ain't bullying, though.
oh,
No, it's
100%.
not.
No. I'm so sick of hearing that too. I get accused
Yeah.
of that every day. That all my videos were bullying. It's Mommy Rambling's blog. If anybody remembers that name, and God knows, please don't go over there and protect your identity if you do. And it's boring as F. But the point is, she had been really slick for a long, long time, gathering up everybody's information, spreadsheets, every comment you make in any channel. And it was just and to say and blackmail people and slander them and threaten them literally on a live. I know where your son works.
Mm-hmm.
What would he think? And did he? And these people that were older, maybe, or newer to the whole social media, didn't think in an auction you got her all their information. And
Right.
that's how my channel was born, was to try and expose her and the mess she was doing. And the whole thing took off. But the point is, it just when I heard you come on, I was doing some packing. Life has been crazy, and I apologize also when you did the thing with Panda last week, and I had my grandson while my
Oh,
children were
you're
out of
fine.
they were out of out of the country, and he's only 9 months, but he's really loud at bedtime. You know what I mean? Like that last hooray
Yeah.
of craziness. In 10 minutes after you end, he'd go to sleep. I'm like, oh my gosh. So maybe the next time. And that night
That's
I'm
how it
hurrying
works.
and I'm hurrying. I'm trying to get him to sleep. I'm like, of all times, dude, and he's just wide awake. And I'm like, oh my God. So I apologize I didn't get with you. I've just had to have so much going on lately that it's been insanity. And
Right.
then now packing and moving, and it's just insane. But
I
I hate
understood. It's fine.
that's all I really had to say. I don't want to take up any of y'all's time, but
Oh, you're
I'll be
fine.
glad to send you a copy of the email, the time frame, so you have
Okay.
evidence.
Okay. Thank you.
Whatever I can share. But again, I'm gonna say this out loud, Tammy. If you're hearing this, and whenever you do, I am not trying to be mean and bully you out of a community. Our community probably still will support you. I just want you to stop and do better. 100%. Just do better.
Yep.
Again, it's one thing to talk shit and whatever. Hell, I've watched drama community for a long time too. That's different than just going and doing the shit you're doing, and especially with fundraisers and stuff that you
Oh
were
my
just
God.
homeless. You just had all kinds of, issues here not long ago. And then you've had this dog, like, I don't know. We had one taken off by
So
a hawk. Like, what are the
that was
odds?
another thing with Panda, her saying that every month I have an emergency that I do a fundraiser for myself. Has anybody seen me do a fundraiser for myself or announce that I've had an emergency?
Well, when you do the next
No.
one, will you do
Not
one for
one.
me too? Because I need some shipping, packing tape, and
Not
some
a
box
problem.
money. You know what I mean?
Clearly, I'm
I can
making
all,
a buttload of money on fundraisers for
okay. Well,
myself that I don't remember ever doing.
I think Villain and I would like it because we could take like a night off, go to the spa. Can we
I
just put a
know,
spa day
right?
down? Yeah.
That would be
I mean,
awesome.
poor Villain stressed out with trial and all this stuff going on, and her community.
Exactly.
Like, I'm sure she could use, we could all come up with a list of things. My dog needs
Yeah.
grooming. Can we put that down for Janelle? I can even go wherever she is. You could pay me to fly wherever.
Hey,
We'll
that's
work on
fine as long as it's not big.
Oh, well, he's a good
Well,
golden doodle.
I'm gonna throw it out there that Squishy needs donuts.
All right,
Raggedy.
we'll do a fundraiser so Squishy can get some donuts.
Yeah, donuts.
Yeah,
Raggedy.
I love me some Raggedy.
I
I don't
just
ever look at the chat, and then when I did, I see Raggedy came in.
When it's so funny because, like, different communities, like, when I went over to TikTok after I just needed a break from YouTube and the Karama community and all the things, and
Smokes and
I don't
hoagies.
even, of course, I knew Villain and you, but then I found Raggedy and found other people, and it's just so funny how. But then I come back and like Tara K, is in here. She's a mod for you. And I'm like, oh my god, I've known her
I love
forever.
her.
Being like she's a mod with me and Randy and Wendy's, and you know what I mean. It's just such a small world, and you see familiar
Right.
faces. It's so good to see people. Glad y'all are all
It
okay
really
and
is.
healthy. I
Yes,
missed
we need
going
to
into
do a
chat.
fundraiser for smokes and hoagies.
Your son has the flu.
No,
Oh my
no, I don't
gosh.
want to hear the word hoagie ever again in my life.
PayPal,
Right?
friends and family. PayPal,
Girl,
friends and family.
if you haven't checked your TikTok
Fine.
DMs, you need to see the video that I just sent you, I don't know, a couple hours ago.
Okay, I
Somebody
will.
has a ventriloquist puppet and made it into Lisa.
No.
Seriously,
Am I gonna
yes,
have
I
to
sent it.
save this and show it?
Yeah, probably. Because
Snoopy.
you know my fucked up FYP.
Oh, yeah. We showed
I
it
like
last time you were on.
I love the channel that's taking her and Kim's space on people doing all kinds of crazy stuff, and it's hilarious.
Oh
Thank you,
no,
Squishy. I got your message.
this is pretty good.
welcome, love.
It's got snot and it's got
I'm saving
soot
it.
and it's got dentures. Well, kind of.
What the fuck?
Oh my god, I saw that with the puppet like missing teeth on the bottom,
Yes.
like a
Yeah,
hand.
I'm saving
Yes,
it so I can
yes.
play it. That way everybody
Yeah.
else can see it. Because a lot of people on my channel, they don't have TikTok, which is a good thing.
Really?
I only just got back on TikTok because I was one of those dumbasses that uninstalled it when it was banned and then couldn't
Yes.
get back on it when it came back 12 hours later.
Yeah,
I
you're dumb.
know. I was like, how
I
Sorry.
in the
know.
world did you, with all the people?
That's what I
Hey,
said. I'm like, what were
I
you
was like,
thinking? What did you just
yay.
rage? It's like rage quitting when you're losing a game or
No,
something.
mhm.
I happy quit. I was so excited that TikTok was banned. I was like singing when I uninstalled the damn thing, and then it's back 12 hours later, and I'm like, okay, let me put it back. And then it kept saying, we're sorry, TikTok's not available in your country or some shit. And I'm like, okay. But you know what? That 3 weeks away from it, my stress level went way down.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It
Hey, JC.
Lisa's really well, I mean, the houseless wives are the only ones that really stress me out. Everything else is like my FYP is like finger them little finger people.
Okay, I'm
So I
down.
just laugh.
I'm down. I'm adding this little thingy.
Oh,
I
this
know somehow
video.
A friend of mine
It'll
watches
take a
the
minute to upload.
monkeys at different, they somehow I watched a show she told me about. And now all of a sudden they got all these the different homes that have blogging about monkeys that they have. And I'm just like, oh my God, how come? Like, if you got my phone between true
Johnny
crime,
Pichu.
screenshots of craziness, people would put me in a hospital and think, what the hell? What
Right.
is wrong with her? It would be embarrassing.
Oh, Heather, that reminds me. Panda.
Okay.
When
I'm scared.
and I don't like talking about the way people look or anything, but you might want to brush your hair once in a while before you go making fun of me having to wear wigs because of chemo treatment and lupus.
Are you kidding?
I have been very open and honest about the fact that I wear wigs because I lost my hair in chemo, and because I have lupus, it won't grow back. So if you want to keep making fun of me for wearing wigs, that's fine. But sweetheart, at least my wig looks better than the hair that's naturally on your head.
And you can come talk to your girl if you got any problems with how
Why don't
somebody's
she just go over
damn
there?
hair looks.
Why don't she go over there to Natasha's Cooper's community and become friends? I think they would.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
even know. But did you tell me she was stolen valor? I know she wasn't in the
Yes,
service
she is.
long.
So
Okay.
she claims that she was in the military. She's done all these missions and whatever else, and that she was 88 Mike. She was part of
Oh,
180th and 113th or 131st. Yeah, I had her I had her name run. She does have a DD 214, but she only did 30 days in basic training. That's it.
Facts. I have that too.
okay. So
Mm-hmm.
there's a community that goes after that. That's not they don't play around too much at all.
Mm-mm. Not
From what I
many
hear
people do play
allegedly,
with.
and
Mm-mm.
boy, that would not be a good thing, Panda. I mean, your channel would be. Ooh, just saying. Just sending out, friendly advice. Again, I don't know shit about shit.
Okay,
Raggedy, you need to
Raggedy.
look into Supernaturally Panda, and then I will fill you in, or you can just rewatch my live stream.
Yep. It's insane. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I do
yeah,
have a
Lisa.
question though. Do crazy
Yeah.
people know they're crazy? Like,
Negative.
so
I don't
No.
people
No.
know.
with it's kind of like people with ugly kids. Like, do they know their kid's ugly?
No, they don't. I
We used to
swear,
tell the
Janelle, they
story
do not.
when
And
you go.
then we bullies for telling them. Like it is
I know.
beyond mind blowing.
We were going
Mind
down
I,
blowing.
we were in the mountains
mm,
one time, and like in Gatlinburg, and the traffic backs up, and you're kind of moving real slow, and you're kind of bored, and so you're looking out the window at the sights, or you look at the car next to you, and this one car load of people.
Thank
I look
you.
over, and the lady looks at me, and she's got like these buck teeth with all this metal. I mean, like her whole entire teeth is like, I don't even know how to describe it. It was a mess, okay? And I wasn't trying to be ugly. What got me was when the rest of them turned around, I was like, oh God, it's hereditary. The whole car had this whole,
oh,
mouth full of just teeth, and this whole, oh my God, I was like, oh, it's, like, bless their heart. Oh, it was so funny. I laughed, I cried.
like I thought to myself, my parents have kidney stones, bad spines, anxiety. So when it came to me, I'm like, I'm not going to have kids because I don't want to pass on shitty genetics, right? Because
Right.
medically, we're kind of shit. But then I started thinking, and I'm like, does anybody look in the mirror and go, yeah, I probably shouldn't breed? Because then you look at their partner and they're even worse. And then they're having babies, and you go, what the fuck happened here? Like, literally bumping uglies. Quite literally, that's what y'all did. And you made, I don't know, I
I'm
guess I've
ugly.
just always wondered if crazy people knew they were crazy, and if people with ugly kids knew their kids were ugly. Like, I was just curious. I don't know.
Don't know.
No, they don't. They don't. Because they don't know what a pretty person is, Janelle.
Yeah, but you can, like, for us girls, we can paint that shit on, right? So, like, we can hide a lot. What is the excuse?
Baby, have you seen Boss Liar? She be using
Oh,
them
True.
filters and they don't help her at all.
True. 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 True.
You
I
can't
don't,
fix ugly, okay? You can't.
You can't because
I
it's
can.
internal. You
I
can't
can.
fix ugly. It's
No,
internal.
ma'am. That means you
I,
ain't ugly, Janelle.
No,
You're
honey,
not
I'm
ugly. Shut up
coyote.
now.
I am. Look, you go home with
You
one
are
girl and
not.
you wake up with a whole other. You think I got a spider on my face because
Shut
my fucking
up.
eyelashes over here?
Girl, bye.
I overplucked my eyebrows in the 90s. I'm growing a beard. That fucker will grow with no problem. But my eyebrows said, nah, bitch, I'm out after the second fucking time of plucking them. They won't come back.
Literally, Raggy.
Like, somebody fucking
Literally.
explain this to me. I'm growing a beard, yet the eyebrows on my fucking face that got overplucked twice in 7th or 8th grade are now, apparently, I wanted to be a stripper. I failed at that miserably. Fuck. But yet these chin hairs, buddy, they come back 6 inches long by the time I wake up in the morning. I found one on the side of my face. I looked at John. I said, do you ever fucking look at me? For fuck's sake, if I had a 6 long hair coming out of my ass, he'd notice that. But fuck my face, right?
Right? I've been
That's
telling
a
my children, when I get
Right.
older and you put me in a little nursing
Oh
home, I
my
want a room
God.
with a view. Do not let funny things grow out of my chin, and do not let me have knee highs that roll down or stink. Or I will promise you, I will haunt you every day the rest of your life. Like, don't let those weird things come out of my chin because the grandkids will be scared. You know, like, no, why is there?
I'm 41. They're already fucking coming out of my chin. I'm telling you. I looked at him and I said, do you not fucking look at me? Do you not see it? You don't see it. Stupid ass. Fucking pissed
Yeah,
me
but he's
off.
been looking at you for a long time, so.
No, he looks at me from. Never mind. He looks at me at one angle and that's it.
Honcha.
It could be worse.
It could be worse, yeah.
It could
You
be
could be
worse.
Victoria.
Oh gosh, yes.
Or
Don't
Kim
even get me started.
Peters. You know what I mean? Like
I've been mad at the villain since day one when she made me go down that whole rabbit hole. That's how I ended up over there
Of
on
what?
TikTok. I said, "Girl,
Of who? Victoria?
yes." That's how I went over there to look and start looking and listening. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" I got blocked immediately. That was the
Did you
first
hear what
thing. And then
happened last night?
no,
She was in her new safe space and they kicked her out.
I've seen
oh
the
no.
replays.
I hope they blocked her because she really gets
That was
emotional about
fucking
that.
awesome. It was
Yes.
awesome. She's like mid yelling and they just kicked her out.
She doesn't have very many places to go because I was watching one night and they got her. I think I texted you because I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Anyway,
Yes.
something had happened. She was already crying for a week
Yeah.
over something, Mandy's, and then she got kicked. I was like, oh my gosh, 2 in 1 night. I was like, this is even getting better.
We're
How's this
waiting for
happening?
another breakdown.
Oh, it's coming.
I've got my popcorn ready.
I'm so mad at the system over in Kentucky. Like,
Oh, I know it.
I get
They,
emotional.
but
I can't. Oh,
like I said at the beginning, CPS save those kids once, they can save them again.
All
I
right, kids.
hope.
I don't know what the hell's
Yeah, I
going
gotta
on
get
with my earbuds, but I can barely hear the volume on my phone. My
Oh
earbuds are fucking
no.
dying and my edibles damn near kicking in. So I think it's time for my ass to go to bed.
Uh-oh.
Good
I will
night,
text you in the
Janelle.
morning.
All right.
Good
Love
night.
y'all.
Love you.
Bye, yo.
Good
Bye.
night, Janelle.
It's just us. Is Raggedy still in here? Should we bring her up too?
Yes.
Where's Raggedy?
Oh, Lordy,
She ran
raggedy,
away.
raggedy. She's ran away. She probably still
Oh my
listening.
God. I just loved it. And more people are learning about Victoria.
Hey,
I
Reaper.
was, yeah,
Did you see the WTF and Savannah Smiles satire laugh?
that was awesome.
Yeah, so I have jumped in and probably not this weekend because WTF is super sick, but
Right.
I'm jumping in as Victoria.
Where's Raggedy?
No.
Yes, ma'am. On the WTF Savannah Smiles. We're gonna be
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's gonna be awesome. You guys are gonna love it.
Here,
I'll
Raggedy,
have
I'm
to check.
putting it in the chat for you. Everybody knows it's for you, so they won't come bombarding me.
It's a free for all.
Yes. Eat the free for all.
What we had trouble the other night. My friend kept doing that too, and for a while she'll quit, and then she'll forget and do it again, put it in the chat, and then the little
Yeah.
assholes come in the back chat and start writing nasty shit, and you can't stop it because
We have to be careful because you never know somebody's going to come on and there's going to be a penis in the circle of their
Right.
chat thing. So, hey,
Hey,
Binky.
Pinky.
We
Uh-oh.
have to be very careful with
Ditto.
who we bring up here.
Right. charge my personality.
Are we still waiting for extradition, or has that ended?
I've had mine ready
Right,
for a
yeah,
while. My duffel bag's been packed.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting. I'm still waiting. Hey, Raggedy. You have
It's
to press on.
going so bad for me.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
I didn't understand a word she said.
Is that her?
Yeah.
Be ready with the mute.
Lori's water is on. I have no clue, Tracy.
Well, I saw a
I
clip.
haven't
Now, I could be
talked to
wrong,
Lori.
because again, I don't know shit about shit. But I did see a clip where she's, throwing a fit, and Lori's walking over to the sink, turning the water on, and showing the water in the food bowl.
Mhm.
I think they were trying to associate her rent and
Oh,
that the
shit.
water's included. So I don't know if that's how that got started or what, but she was showing that there was clear water coming out of the faucet. Now, I
Did you
thought maybe
turn
she
your
could put her.
YouTube off when you came up? Because if YouTube is open, it's gonna echo. It didn't echo on our end. It was just muffled. Like I didn't hear a word you were saying. And you are very, very welcome. Beware the night. And I just want to make this clear. The only thing I did is I sent her. Now I've lost poor Squishy. The only thing I did is I emailed her some links to some stuff for her to read up on. That was all I did. But I'm glad that it helped. Oh, she showed the water was running. Okay, so she has water. What about the eviction? Is she gonna fight the eviction or no? Like, can she? What is she being evicted for?
I don't think she's paid any rent. I mean, I assume. I
Probably
think that's
not.
what I've heard, but I don't know for sure. But I think that was
I
the
don't know.
talk of the town, or because
No clue. Welcome back.
I didn't turn off YouTube before I joined up here. I wasn't thinking.
you rookie,
Hold
you.
on. My husband is calling. Should I put him on so everybody can hear his voice and prove that the man knows we're together?
Oh, I don't know. We have many questions.
Hold on. I will. Hold on.
No. Don't put that man on here.
Yeah, don't do that.
Just tell him you'll call him back or whatever. Or do we need to go
I love
non-payment
you.
of rent? Lisa said that's what I think Villain had stated.
Hey,
But
can I put you on speaker for 5 seconds so that people hear your voice and know that you know that we're together? Absolutely. Okay, hold on.
Raggedy, it's so nice to meet you finally.
You too.
Are you here? Oh, wait, let me turn up the volume. That would help. Okay.
Okay. Put the volume.
Okay, say your name.
My name is Rob Hernandez, also known as Robbie, to somebody special in my life. The love of my life, they're best.
Don't tell them my middle name. Oh, God.
To what? Oh, no. I'm not supposed to tell them that we're together? Oh, no.
That's fine, but I didn't want everybody knowing that my middle name.
Oh, no.
That's okay. I'm still alive, though.
Okay. Oh, hi, everybody.
Everybody's saying hi. They're saying, "Oh, nice to meet you, Robbie."
Hi.
Rob. That's Raggedy.
Hey, Raggedy. How you doing?
I'm good. Nice to finally meet you.
Aw.
Likewise. Hey. I feel very welcome right now. Oh my God. That's awesome.
Yeah, there's like 176 people in here hearing your voice for the first time.
Oh no, the suitcases, Robbie. No. How can that be?
How many dating profiles do you have?
I wish I knew. That's crazy.
I know. Did you know that you're on TikTok?
I better not be on TikTok. That's crazy. Is it me or some AI generated version of a human?
No, it's an actual person, but the opposite sex.
Oh, no. How did they pull that off?
I don't know.
No.
You know we have a daughter together, right? Don't say her name. Don't say her name.
I hope we have a daughter together.
That or I've been lying to you.
Well, there was that one night. Just kidding.
Like me, but anyway,
I'm sorry.
like looking at a mini me.
I know, right?
Anyway,
All right. Thank you, babe.
I just got back from the safety dump, so it was a great day.
Awesome. All right. I'm going to let me finish this live. Can you call me back in like an hour?
I will.
All right.
Tell everyone to say hello.
I will.
Thank you for the support. Okay.
All right.
Bye, my love.
Bye, my love.
Bye.
Aww.
Now, doubt that shit, Panda. Doubt it again. Fuck you. And everybody else who is sitting there saying that he doesn't know we're in a real relationship.
People are crazy.
People are stupid. They want it to be true so bad that they'll just keep repeating it over and over and over, hoping it'll stick. And it just won't.
Tracy, you're not blocked. I see you.
I see you, Tracy. When I'm talking, I don't look at the chat as much as I should. I'm
Do you
sorry.
see that comment? Look, I don't know who this is.
What?
Shikamaru Nara. Raggedy supports someone who let their child sleep in a car and lie about having cancer. Big back. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Me.
Oh my God.
I let my 19-year-old sleep in a car in a hotel, and I've never lied about having cancer. So you're welcome to learn the truth and come back any other time. Until then, you can go tell Panda to go fuck herself because nobody else wants to.
And you can suck my big toe.
Exactly. It does suck to be her.
Man, it sucks to be her. Bless it.
Listen, I know Reaper. Like, y'all gotta understand. I talk to Reaper off of this app. There ain't nothing that any of y'all could say that would make me stop being friends with Reaper. I at the end of the day, I don't care about anybody's past as long as they are different now. But I find it hard to believe with the conversations I've had with Reaper that anything that these people are saying is true. So kiss my toes.
Yeah. And I've even come out and said, you know, I lied at the beginning when everybody found out my husband was in prison. I lied and said that his victim was male because I thought I was protecting him, and I was wrong at doing that, like horribly wrong at doing that. And I've been saying that for a year, but people don't want to accept it. They want you to take accountability for certain things, but then when you do,
doesn't that fall under
they ignore it.
accountability? Yeah, I think it falls under.
Yeah.
That's what I said 100 times, and I say it every night when I'm on a live. Is, you know, no matter what, when I point the finger, I've done 1,000 mistakes myself every day. You know, I continue to make mistakes. I try and do better. Every time I say I'm sorry, but whatever, I want to do better. You know what I mean? It's not an excuse. I don't use it all the time, but I'm just saying we could always do better. But these idiots are in here that can't take any accountability and never say they were wrong. They kill me. I'm like,
Hey,
really?
Jill.
It's amazing to me.
Right.
Hey, Jill.
And it's just blah. And it's like, he's not on social media. Seriously, he's not on social media. He's not on the internet. The man has never been on the internet.
He's in prison. And yeah, I know they have access to like certain things in some prisons, but like how long has Robbie been in jail
30
or in
years
prison? Exactly. Okay, there we go. I knew it had been a long time. Y'all got to remember what it was like 30 years ago. Yes.
Beware the night. I did say I had cancer. I had cancer.
You would not lie about stuff like that, y'all. Y'all gotta really get it together.
I'm not going to go
Anybody doesn't even understand what these apps are like has no idea, because like she said earlier, they can't get access to the whole internet. You know, it's very limited, like emails. And, right.
No, I know. It's like, it's.
Can you imagine handing him an iPhone? I'm not saying that they don't have some back there.
Well,
that
he has a
somebody's
tablet now.
Right. But, you know, like just the crazy things.
I know.
How different things are.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. Like it's a whole thing.
Oh, and he will be getting out. Like Panda keeps saying that I'm with somebody who's in there for life. No, he got life with parole. So learn before you speak, maybe. I don't know.
Right.
And I do hold his hand. and we do kiss. It's called visitation.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
At least there's
So where
that.
she says, "I will never hold his hand and never kiss him," and this and it's like, you don't know what you're talking about.
Why is she
Oh,
so invested on that? Like, oh my god!
she
No
said
wonder
she
her
was
name's
gonna
Panda
send him
Trash.
a picture of her legs, and I told him that, and he said that's okay because he knows some men in there that love men, and I'm pretty sure her legs would remind them of a man, so he'll just hand it over to them.
Oh, okay. I have a question about this Panda character, and I don't know if it's the same because I
Yes, I
don't
know.
really know
Uh-huh.
all the
Go
people
ahead.
in drama by any means. But there was, Jenny Jen Jen I know very well, and then there's Barnyard. I mean, not Barnyard. What's the one with the Karen haircut? And,
Uh,
wait,
shush.
Bombshell. Okay, so one time there was a panda going back and forth or leaving and screaming and yelling, and I don't know. I wonder if
Mhm.
that's the same panda back then. I don't know. Maybe a year or two ago. Maybe not even. I don't remember what the issue was, so I'm really stupid even asking that question. But I just wonder if she's been in the drama community and kicked out or something because they would
I
have
don't know.
ate her
Oh,
lunch
who,
by now.
Panda?
Uh huh.
Panda's been kicked out of several communities.
Okay, it might be.
There's people in here that have known her for years
Okay.
from other communities.
Okay. Well, they may know, or Tara may know because she's. I don't know. It's just
I
amazing.
know
I just
Jessica knows who she is. There's
got exposed on
the
JJJ's
Panda
channel. Okay.
Exposed person in here. She knows her. Um, Clean Urine Stash knows her from another community.
Okay. Yeah, they're saying
Yes,
JJJ exposure.
Moon knows her as
Wow.
well. Yeah.
I mean, again, I don't remember the context of what was going on. I just know it was a mess, in my opinion. What I heard, and I don't even remember. I just remember being like, "Wow." So it
Do
had to
what,
be
Math Guy
pretty.
Johnny? She was here in my chat or no? Or are you talking about somebody else? Oh, you were over there.
Bombshell
Yeah,
related. Yeah,
she's
that.
creepy. She's creepy as shit. Like if you Raggedy, have you ever listened to her? Like she talks about Villain like she wants to wear Villain's skin.
I feel
Oh,
like I have heard that name, and I feel like I know who it is, but I can't pinpoint it, which tells me they're obviously not relevant. Y'all, my dog is going ballistic right now.
Uh-oh.
yeah, mine
DoorDash
may start in a
driver.
minute. Somebody
Oh,
fixing to pull up.
DoorDash.
She's gonna go. She's gonna start barking like she's a golden doodle. So she's. What are you gonna do? Break in here and she's gonna lick you to death. But from the door on
Mhm.
the other side, she sounds like a ferocious. I don't know what.
I know.
I'm like,
My
well, I guess
Ringo.
cat
it's good.
my cat will just meow you to death. Like
She
he
was
just wants everybody to
crushing
give
on
him
Raggedy
loving.
too. Oh,
Oh, she was crushing on Raggedy too. Watch out, Raggedy.
Oh my
She's a
gosh.
creepy one.
oh, here we
She
go.
is a creepy one.
Well, and
I
see,
have
Raggedy.
heard of her. I know I
I
have.
knew, I knew. I've known Villain and Reaper, and then one morning I couldn't sleep, and I see these messages go by on my YouTube channel from some old videos, and I was embarrassed that Reaper was in there looking around. I thought, oh my God, because I'm a
Sorry.
rookie. And so anyway, so then I click on it and she's talking about Panda and some Tammy person, which I've heard Villain and her speak about, but I never connected that it's Tammy McD from my community that I had been part of for a while. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what a small world. I'm like, how in the hell? It's so crazy. Then she's like, that's the one that accused me of blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh no. Then now the fuckery just continues. I'm like, well, I don't even know. It's
Well,
crazy.
yeah,
Small world.
brown eyed girl. It takes her 5 minutes to get to the next sentence. She'll say a sentence, and then 5 minutes later, she's finally getting to the next sentence of a story. It's like insane, completely monotone. Like that's fine if that's how you want. If you want to get on and run a channel and do that, that's fine. But when you are running a channel and slandering other people to hide your own bullshit, that's when it becomes an issue.
Okay, man, I'm gonna go over and watch it. She has a short
Oh, I need
documentary
to
on her.
play. I need to play that thing that Janelle sent me.
What is
The
it?
puppet.
Oh, it's that puppet of Lisa.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. I haven't been on TikTok really, I mean, hardly at all today, except for I made one like check-in video and that was it. I haven't.
Oh, you want to see it then? Because I've got it.
Yeah, you can show it. I don't know, bro. Like I've really just
I'm
distanced
fixing to
myself
end. Oh,
from a
I
lot
know.
of
I
them.
have to. All right, here we go.
More dollars on Lisa Richard 875. Friends and family, please. Please. This one's mine. Lisa Richard 875 is mine. What do you mean?
I can't hear it. Can anybody else hear it?
I just need
I can.
5 more.
Oh, okay, sorry.
5 more dollars. That's it.
Can
That's all
everybody
I
in the
need.
chat hear it too?
5. And I can order it right now on live.
I'll send it to you,
order it
Heather.
on live.
No, nobody can hear it.
Too bad.
I had to tap the screen. It had a weird little message.
Okay, people can't. Okay, some can't. Okay, Jessica, I'll send it to you.
I just Lisa Richard 875, no S. Lisa, it's on the sticker. Lisa Richard 875, PayPal, friends and family. Just home. I'm going home. Yeah, I need 5 more to order the lift. That's it. $5 more. 5, and I'll order it right on live.
Oh God.
But it has to be PayPal.
This is awesome.
Lisa Richard 875. Friends and family on hold. Friends and family only.
They forgot to put the bun on her head.
The bus is $275. I only need $475. I don't have cash. I don't have cash app. I don't have cash app.
Oh my God, I'm dead.
I don't have cash app. I don't have cash app. I need $475 more. That's it. Because I need $475 more to get the lift. If anybody sends it, I will order it right on live. But it has to be Lisa Richard 875, friends and family. Friends and family. That's it. I need $5. That's it. Walking into a fucking dark place again. I had to get off and look at the map. I had to look at the map.
She lives there. She doesn't need to look at a map.
I need $475 more to order the lift. That's it. On PayPal. Lisa Richard 875. I won't get nothing to eat when I get home. But that's okay. I'll get home. I need 5. That's it. $5. $475. I went to go dope. And then I started walking. I keep walking, ma'am. Yes, I had to look at the map, ma'am. You can't get that for $5. Oh, God.
Is that not on her face?
Somebody can send 5 to Lisa Richard.
It is.
875.
And that is an old retainer.
And family. Let me look and see if anybody sent so I can order it on live. Hold on. Lisa Richard 875. PayPal. Friends and family. Damn, it's cold. I literally need $475.
Oh my God.
That's all I need. Oh my God. Why do you guys gotta be so
She needs to go.
Lisa?
I cannot.
Oh my God. That was awesome.
Yes, her raggedy ass could actually walk to the clinic, get a damn job. You ain't lying. I've been saying that forever. I'm so sick of hearing about. I need a hoagie about 3/4 of the week too. You know, shit.
I know, right? Even if her dad can't take her, she has a ride. She has a way to get there.
Does anybody know what has like I don't watch, so I don't know. But does anybody know like what's going on at this point as far as the fact that her parents were having to move? She was not going to be able to go with them.
Yes. Okay, so I heard that the eviction date was actually, or the move out date for everybody was the 27th, but they told her parents that they had to be out on the 17th. But I guess they're refusing to go. From what I understand, they are moving into a 55 plus community, and they got permission for her brother to move in with them, but not Lisa.
Okay, so it sounds like, because I knew most of that. Like I knew that there had been a bunch of reviews, bad reviews, and all kinds of stuff that had been happening because of the TikTok thing. So that's whenever they were giving them to a 17th. And I knew that they had found somewhere, but they weren't going to let her go. But I was under the impression they weren't letting the brother go either.
I don't know. As far as I know, she can't go, or they're just not taking her. And at this point, they're all refusing to leave. I don't know if that means on the 27th now, too, or just period. But I'm pretty sure if her parents do end up leaving on the 27th, Lisa's going to squat in that apartment.
That's what I said. Lisa's going to squat regardless.
And
Just
I've
like
already
she did hers.
spoken with Nicole, and I told her, you want to get rid of her, wait till the parents move out. She'll end up squatting in there. You call the police, and they will make her leave, and then you've gotten her out of the neighborhood. But, like, that's the only way.
I don't even know if they can make her until it goes to the court,
Yes,
right?
they can. For
Oh,
Yeah, it's
squatting.
already been through the courts. Like there's technically already been a notice put out legally. It's not an eviction because they sold the property, but it's still a legal notice that they had to be gone. So she can't. I mean, they will have to escort her out, and sometimes they don't do that the same day of the call. Sometimes they kind of put it on the back burner and do it whenever they're ready. But legally, they can do it right from the jump.
Right. Because it wasn't an eviction. It was, hey, we've sold the property. The property owner doesn't want anybody here. Everybody has till this day to leave. But they gave Lisa's parents 10 days earlier because of all these calls they're getting. I think that her parents are probably just waiting until the 27th, thinking it wasn't fair that they had to leave 10 days earlier. So they're just taking their time until the 27th. That's my guess. Yeah,
Probably.
Pennsylvania does not have squatters' rights. You have to actually live in the property for 21 years with everybody knowing it and nobody fighting it in order to have those squatters' rights. I looked it up at the beginning of the live stream. And they haven't been there 21 years. Yeah, it will be an eviction if they don't leave. Well, I mean, I don't think they even have to put in an eviction at that point because they've already been notified this is your last day. And it was legal.
Yeah, I don't think an eviction has to happen.
They should be able to just have the sheriffs come out and remove them at that point because it was legally done as far as we own this property now and nobody's allowed to live here. Oh, they definitely can try to stay. Right, that's what I thought, Mask Guy Johnny. Other than that, that's all I know on that. But I'm pretty sure Lisa's going to try and stay in there even once her parents leave. She said, now here's the thing. She wasn't online today. She had, I guess, been saying all week that she was going to go to rehab today, and she hasn't been on live. So I don't know. I spoke to her. Hold on. Actually, I spoke to her today. Let me make sure it was today before I say anything. Yes, I spoke to Lisa at 12:30, and she was not in rehab. So I'm sure we'll be seeing her sometime this weekend. Oh, she just went live. Well, she's not in rehab.
And I think March comes up on the year where last year she was supposed to be going. I mean, like really
correct.
Gonna go.
Like this is like her 8th time this year, or in the last year that she's going to rehab. But yeah, because I remember asking her a question and she answered. So she was home. She was home. She wasn't in rehab. Sorry, I will just be transparent. I asked her if Victoria was still texting her. That's what I wanted to know.
Okay, what did she say?
Well, I need to ask her something. No, she hasn't as of recently. Every once in a while, I check in because I think it was like a month or so ago. I asked her and she said yes. And she had sent me something about something of it or something on it. Or she said she was going to send me the screenshots, but then she got high and I never got them, which is fine. But yeah, every once in a while, I will check on certain things going straight through her because there are times where I've asked her something and she will tell me yes and send me the proof. Like there are times where she can be honest about certain things. And it's just when she goes live, though, no, those are not her moments.
Yeah, I agree. She has, well, I've never reached out to her and asked her anything, but I could see doing that when it comes to Victoria. But she does reach out to me once in a blue moon if it's something important and sends me screenshots of stuff. I just wish her the best. I hope she gets help, but no expectations.
None. I would love to see her get help. In my opinion, everybody deserves a second chance. Everybody deserves happiness in life.
Mm-hmm.
She does, as a human being. She deserves to be happy. She deserves to live a happy life, but it's up to her to get that. And if she chooses never to have that, then that's her problem. There's nothing any of us can do about it. But damn it, I'm not going to stop making awareness on her until people stop sending her money.
That would probably be the only
with the
positive.
Right.
TikTok going away.
And that's why everybody's like, oh, you're using her addiction to make no. I can't do shit about her addiction, but what I can do is keep putting out awareness so that people will stop. I get emails from people saying, somebody sent me your content. I was going to send Lisa money and now I'm not. Or I was looking up Lisa Richard and I saw your video and I was going to send her money and now I'm not. And that makes me happy. So that is why I'm still covering her.
Yeah, and it's not like you cover her daily too.
How's
So.
that? Unless you don't like the other channel that does it every day with a recap. That's
that's just no. I prefer doing it in video form like I do. And it appears that everybody likes the longer videos. So I guess I'll just keep doing longer videos, which is nice because I get a lot more out in one video like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've just been really bad. Like when my son was not feeling well, he had out of nowhere, he was taking a shower and he came out and said that he felt like he was going to pass out. I took his blood pressure and it was 220 over 125. And it was pretty high for about almost 2 days. And so took him in and they said they put him on a special diet for now. And he has, they want him to do more exercising because he exercises anyways. But and we're just testing it for the next 2 weeks, and then he's going to go back in and check. So far, I've been checking it, and it's been back to normal. But they did other tests too to see what could have caused his blood pressure to rise that high, because that was crazy.
And who was this?
My son.
I thought you. Okay, I want to make sure. Wow, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I was terrified. I was like, "Oh my god, do you realize you're like almost stroke mode right now?
Right.
Like, you are on the line of having a stroke at 19 years old. What the hell's going on?"
Right.
And he was like, "I don't know, Mom."
Freaked out.
Huh?
I said Reaper has been freaked out. I'm telling you that when it comes to like blood pressure and stuff like that.
Yeah.
A lot of things can make blood pressure drop. And don't get me wrong, a lot of things can make blood pressure spike. But whenever he's as young as he is, for his blood pressure to shoot up like that, that's crazy.
That's scary. No, he is not diabetic. They did check. But it scared me. Like a drop, yes. But when it raised out of nowhere, they did check his kidneys. His kidneys are good. They did some blood work and stuff. We're supposed to go back on Monday to find out the results. But we don't want to put him on blood pressure medicine yet. Like he's only 19. So we're trying to avoid.
Do a little monitor and see if there's anything going on that's irregular.
Right.
Wear that. And they even say, I mean, there's so many things, like you said, your kidneys, it could be from dehydration. I mean,
yeah,
for someone his age, but still, at least
too
y'all
much
caught
salt
it
intake,
and
possibly.
Start watching it.
Yeah, that's why I've been taking his blood pressure every couple hours and it's been fine. So I'll just leave it to the doctors. They can figure it out.
I was just laughing because I have a 20-year-old.
Yes.
And I could imagine bugging him every so often. He'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm fine. You know what I mean? How they are.
That's how he is now. He's like, I don't need to do that anymore. I don't like it. And I'm like, well, you're doing it. So sit down and be quiet.
And one thing somebody said,
red.
I think when you were playing the video right before, somebody was talking about, we were talking about Lori and the water and the eviction. And they said she moved in and only paid half the deposit. So she still owes the half of the deposit and all the rent.
Dumbass.
God, what'd she do with all her money?
She's
another one that makes me violently ill if I watch her. Physically ill and then just mentally, I just want to punch the screen because I'm just like, how in the hell are these people?
I know, right?
Again, as
Quite a
Janae
bit of
asked,
garlic.
Janelle asked, do they even know they're mentally this loco luno?
No, I don't know. All right, guys, I'm gonna end.
There you go.
I've
Thanks
been
for
on
having me up
2
here.
hours. Thank you for coming up.
No, thank you. Thanks for seeing everybody. Good night, Raggedy.
Good night, guys.
Good night,
Text
Jen.
me whenever you guys get the results back on Monday, Reaper. Let me know
I
what's
will.
going on.
I will.
All right. I
Definitely.
love your face. I hope you have a good night.
You too. Love your face. Bye,
Bye.
guys. Thanks for coming by and listening to us ramble. And yeah, I wasn't expecting somebody to call in the middle of my live stream because he knows when I go live, don't call, but he did. Anywho, thank you for coming by, everybody. And I will still be going live either Sunday or Monday night. No, it'll have to be Sunday because I'll be too busy on Monday. So we'll still do the regular live stream on Sunday. So I will see you guys then. No, you're fine. I will try not to, Jessica. Oh my God. Good night, everybody.